Thank you for joining us on another edition of 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV with Daniela Piazzi. Let's get started with our latest local news topics. During a night of glitz and glamour, the Divi Aruba All-Inclusive Resort debuted a completely new 60-room accommodations building. In addition to the expansion of their properties, they have also opened a Mexican-themed restaurant. The Channel 15 ATV team attended the official opening to get the exclusive details on this addition to the Divi brand and future renovations. Just in time for that bustling high season, Divi Resort has made a new addition to its brand. This new modern pool view building includes 60 rooms, all of which have built-in fridges, 43-inch flat-screen TVs, bathrooms with walk-in closets, double sinks, and everything a luxury room should have.
Tonight we are opening 60 more rooms here at the Divi, and actually not only that, but we're celebrating that we renovated the front entrance, we added a Mexican restaurant, we did the lobby over and added the 60 rooms, and the 60 rooms are very nice. Nice pool, beautiful pool view, very well appointed, with the most modern things. And it was time that we added some rooms because the demand for our hotel is very high, and it was a good idea.
During this evening, Divi Resorts also celebrated the opening of their 10th dining option, namely Pure Lime, a full-service Mexican restaurant, which in fact there is a lack of on the island. Therefore, this will make it an attractive option for both the local community as well as visitors. Managing Director of the Divi Resorts, Alex Newmeyer, states that this is the first in many renovations to come for the Divi brand. During the opening ceremony, Aruba's Minister of Tourism, Otmar Odebert, brought forward the importance of private-public partnerships and how a project such as this one only benefits the island's appeal.
The success of our industry for the last 5 to 6 years has definitely been the relationship between public and private sector. And this is a perfect example of what we have put together forward, making of Aruba a destination that has and that can attract that affluent visitor, make sure that we have that product at that standard of which we can attract those and make a difference and be a difference towards our competitors in the Caribbean. The whole discussion that we have on all-inclusive, for example, is that Aruba has that advantage of being small. Normally, being small is not an advantage, but I think we can be exclusive because of our size. And Divi, of course, being part of the family who offers that all-inclusive package, you can see the product, you can see the enhancement. It's a total different product that's being offered in other Caribbean islands. And I think this is the success of Aruba, having that mix that we have today and preserving that mix. Make sure that for the future we can always depend and make and support our tourism based on this mix that we have today.
This renovation and expansion also coincides with Aruba's sustainable vision, using techniques dating back to the original Aruban architecture.
This building is actually very much of a green building, where we built it out of foam, with the walls reminiscent of a Kanuku house, which are 30 centimeter thick, with cement and foam, and that means that it's very well insulated, and we use very little electricity to run the room.
So why book with Divi, you may ask? Their brand offers nothing but the complete experience, featuring 500 rooms, beachfront views, 5 a la carte restaurants, 2 pizza bars, 9 lounges and bars, and for the adventurers, of course, there is rock climbing, golf, a total gym, and complete island tours by jeep, bus, bike, or four-wheelers. But of course, we cannot forget the human aspect of the experience.
Our repeat factor is about 40%. 40% of the people in the hotel are repeat guests. So they know the staff knows them, and it's hugging and kissing when they come in on the weekend usually. It's a great atmosphere. So what we're trying to do is really provide a quality product.
Congratulations to the Divi Resort on these renovations, and as their managing director stated, this is the first in many renovations to come. We'll be back with more 15 on 15 after a quick commercial break. When we come back, these are the challenges the Aruba Tourism Authority faces for the year ahead. Thank you for staying with us right here on Channel 15 ATV. For 2016, the Aruba Tourism Authority has many investments in plan to attract affluent visitors to the island. And with these ambitious goals, challenges also come into play. These are the Aruba Tourism Authority's challenges and investments for the year to come. During the Aruba Tourism Authority's yearly beginning of the year press conference, CEO Ronela Chinashu expressed the entity's goals, budgets, strategies, and challenges for the year ahead. Since Aruba is the country in the world most dependent on tourism, their goal is to constantly grow and attract an affluent visitor to the island. When talking about strategies and investments for 2016, many points of interest were presented, mainly consisting of culture, tourism education, the increase of security in the hotel area, the constant renovation of downtown, and on the other side of the island, the renovation of San Nicolas into the cultural and heritage capital of the island. Another point of interest was investing in making free Wi-Fi accessible in all tourism areas, also investing in signs, directories, and continuing with the tourism program in downtown and the hotel area. During the course of 2016, ATA will also be taking precautions against several threats to the tourism industry, namely being ulterior accommodations. ATA will now be conducting quality control in these establishments. Also, the fear of all-inclusive resorts will attract mass tourism opposed to affluent visitors. Ms. Chinashu states that the balance will remain between the amount of all-inclusives and resorts. And finally, the reopening of Cuba as a touristic destination could be a point of concern, but Aruba will remain a strong contender in the Caribbean market. Turning the page, on February 26, Netflix will be releasing Fuller House, which is an adaptation of the classic 1987 Full House TV series with the full cast and crew reunited. Here is their latest teaser, and it's hit all over social media. We'll be right back with more 15 on 15 after a quick commercial break. After the break, the latest technology in earthquake monitoring is installed in Aruba. Thank you for staying with us. Aruba is lucky to be an island that has rarely experienced natural disasters in the past. Due to the geographic position, typhoons, earthquakes, or tsunamis are not much to worry about here on the island. Nevertheless, quite often Aruba is hit by very small earthquakes that can't be felt even by man. But now the IPA school in San Nicolas will be monitoring these, the ones right here in Aruba and around the globe on a regular basis. Brandon Kristinen is a director of OSOP, a company based in Panama which specializes in meteorological systems. Recently installed a seismometer at the IPA school in San Nicolas to help the Aruban community stay up to date on accurate earthquake readings.
What we've done here is we've installed a seismometer that was designed and built by my team and I in Panama, here in Aruba, right next to the school. And we hope that this will help Aruba to detect local earthquakes, also help the region in detecting earthquakes that occur in neighboring countries, as well as help from the perspective of education, because the students here will be able to see little earthquakes that are not necessarily felt by us, but are always occurring there in the background.
The newly installed seismometer will also function as a school project for the students of IPA, which will now be able to monitor the earthquake activity on the island and internationally on a daily basis. This is the second seismometer to be installed in Aruba, the first being at Meteo offices at the Aruba airport.
In a sense, it's excellent that it's located in the university because the students can, or in a school here, because the students can come by and they can see that the seismograph is installed there. They can see the data in real time on the internet, and then they'll be able to look through the data and they'll be able to see the waveforms from the data from the earthquakes that were felt here in Aruba, and then they'll also be able to see earthquakes that occur from different parts of the world. And so there was an earthquake last night that happened in Kamchatka, so all the way on the other side of the Pacific Ocean, pretty far away, thousands of kilometers away, and it was registered here on the seismograph that they have installed right next to the school.
Thank you so much for watching. These were local news updates and trending Aruba topics. Be sure to like our 15 on 15 Facebook and Instagram page for all the latest news updates. Also, don't forget to tune back in tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. for more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV. See ya then.